This particular guest speaker has been raising orchids for more than 40 years in his backyard in Aiea. And he grows primarily dendrobiums, cattleyas, phalaenopsis, vandas, bulbophyllums, and tolumnias. He has grown up in Waimanalo on a farm above H&R Nurseries. He graduated from Kailua High School, received a Bachelor of Science degree in Civil Engineering and a Master of Science degree in Environmental Engineering from Oregon State University. He's worked for 37 years with the Pacific Division of the Naval Facilities Engineering Command at Pearl Harbor. He was the director of the Environmental Engineering Department before retiring in 2006. And, he started raising orchids because of his better half, Pam. According to what he told me, Pam received many orchids and he had to take care of them. So with his wife and two sons, Corey and Colin, he has been raising these orchids. He's also an honorary orchid judge for the Honolulu Orchid Society and an honorary member of the Aiea Orchid Club and Honolulu Orchid Society. Currently, he's a trustee of the Aiea Orchid Club and first vice president of the Honolulu Orchid Society. Besides orchids, he enjoys photography as a hobby, and of course, his family, Pam, Corey, and Colin. So go to it, Mel.
Thank you, Kathy. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. I have to laugh at myself because 2 weeks ago, Brad and Linda said, we need you to speak on a subject with a catchy title so members will sign up for this Zoom meeting. And what is more catchy than Orchid Secrets Revealed? I had to think twice before saying yes, because I don't think I have any secrets. Or if there are any, it would only be a few. So this may end up being a really short presentation. And no, Carol, this video will not solve your problems with your orchids. Carol DeWitt told me she wants my secrets to fix her alien plants. Not this time, Carol. I'm filming this video at our house at Upper Pearl Ridge in Aiea. Our house overlooks Pearl Harbor and is at about the 500-foot elevation. We have a 10,000 square foot lot that is fairly flat. Our house is set back quite a bit, so we have a fairly large front area and a small backyard. I'm growing my orchids in the backyard and on the sides of the house. While my interest is in orchids, my wife Pam's interest is in tillandsias or air plants. She primarily grows her air plants in a special growing area that I made for her. It is in the front of the house and made of conduit and easy corner fittings. As her collection outgrew her growing area, her air plants slowly encroached into my area. Her air plants now take up all the empty space among my orchids. So I guess one lesson learned or secret is, don't ever offer your spouse space in your orchid growing area. They'll take over all your available space. I'm only kidding, of course. It's great that I can work on my orchids while Pam keeps herself busy with her air plants. I think it is really healthy to have spouses with common interests. After listening to Roy Tokunaga speak many times about the benefits of using rainwater or reverse osmosis water to water your orchids, I finally broke down and purchased this from Amazon. It's a small reverse osmosis unit that produces 150 gallons per day. Amazon sells this for about $195 with tax included. Interestingly enough, Amazon just slapped a shipping label on its box, and it was delivered by the U.S. Postal Service, undamaged. Amazing. Or maybe just lucky. The RO unit was really simple to put together and place into operation. I also purchased two 32-gallon rubbish containers to store the treated water and a couple of these. This is a 1/3 horsepower submersible sump pump to deliver the water from the storage containers to the plants. The sump pump was about $90 from Amazon. I found that the 150 gallons per day RO unit is more than enough for what I need to water small sections of my growing area. All of this is somewhat experimental to validate what Roy has been telling us. Too bad Roy is not listening in. He would be proud of me. I've been using city water on my orchids for more than 40 years. My plants have won many awards and trophies with city water, so I know it's not all that bad. But I'm willing to give RO water a try if it's going to take my plants to the next level, as Roy claims it will. So what will be the next level? Better root systems? Larger flowers? More vibrant colors? Well, we'll see. This is one of the areas that I have set aside for watering with RO water. It kind of looks like a jungle because I have the area filled with orchids. In fact, it is probably overcrowded. It is not very large, maybe 30 feet long and 10 feet wide. Here you see me watering the plants with the RO water. The sump pump is pumping the water from the storage container through the water hose to a watering nozzle. I water this area almost every day in the morning when it's hot and sunny. I will skip a day or two when it rains like it has been. It will take about 25 to 30 gallons of RO water to water this area. I fertilize once every 2 weeks with the Michigan State Formula fertilizer. I have a separate storage container to mix the fertilizer with RO water and use a sump pump to deliver the water and fertilizer solution to the plants. Before I apply the water and fertilizer solution, I water the plants first with RO water to hydrate the plant roots. I do this as a precaution to prevent burning of the root tips by the fertilizer. When I spray pesticides, whether it be insecticides or fungicides, I use RO water to mix with the chemicals. I do not use any city water at all in this area. This is the other area that I use RO water. This area is mostly tolumnias with most of the plants hung on a wire wall. Again, I really drench the plants when I water. The area is very small, about 20 feet long by 4 feet wide. I use about 20 gallons of RO water when I water this area. Okay, the reverse osmosis unit has been in operation since September 27th, 2021. So it's been almost 4 months now that I've been watering this area with RO water. So has there been any differences? Well, I don't know. But I did notice some changes. I have this Angraecum, this stickum, that wasn't doing too well. And I noticed that now the leaves and the growths have been pretty lush. It had a fair number of blooms a few weeks ago, but I see now a lot of the flowers have dried up. But there's some hope now for this plant. It's really looking nice. Okay, let me see what else I've got here. Oh, I have this Certorchus chiluana. I don't know where I got this plant from. Maybe I got this from one of our society auctions, silent auctions. But it's bloomed before, but it had only, well, actually it only bloomed one time. And it had one spike of flowers. But look at this. It's got two spikes of flowers and quite a few number of flowers. The leaves are very unusual on this. It's like a holly plant. The leaves are very jagged with pointed edges. Very unusual. Nice flowers. No fragrance though. Maybe at night. Oh, look what I got here. I can't believe it. I got a frag that's blooming. This is a frag, Acker's Dancer, and you know where this came from. This came from Kate. She even had my name on the label. But first bloom, since it's from Kate, might be a FCC plant, right, Kate? Very nice. Now, is it because of the RO water? Might be. Now I have this bubble film, arfacienum. No, I'm not swearing. This is a plant that I got from Kawamoto Orchid Nursery. You can see that the plant initially was dying out, and looks like it's now recovering. Nice flowers. I always like green flowers. It's the elbow form of this bubble film. So, can I give that credit to RO? I don't know. Now, I got a whole bunch of plants that started off with one large plant that Walter Hirisha gave me. It's a Dendrochilum propincum. Very easy grower. He gave me a very large plant, so I divided it. And look how many blooms it's got. Really nice. It's got quite a few flowers, and it can make a nice specimen plant. Thank you, Walter. I don't know when he gave this to me. Usually I have a label. Okay. What else? What else I've got here? Oh, look at this bubble film caudatum. I've bloomed this before, but not with this many flowers. You're looking at, boy, it's got a terrible fragrance. But isn't that beautiful? Now, whether the RO water is what caused the plants to throw out more blossoms than before, I can't say. But I'll maybe give it some credit. Now, where did this come from? Oh well. What else do I got here? Oh. bubble film again. This is from Kawamoto Orchid Nursery. It's a bubble film Kun Meng. It's a primary hybrid between Fascinator and Ichi Nolabium. Echinolabium. You know, my wife has some of her air plants stuck in my plants here. I didn't know she snuck these in. But, wow, look how beautiful these blooms are. I've seen them, I don't know if I've ever seen them with the flowers this large. Now, could the size of the flowers be because of the RO water?
Could be.
Might be.
Okay.
Yeah, Pam, she keeps sneaking things in here and she doesn't even tell me.
Put it there.
But anyway, I think it's really too early to tell on whether RO water has been beneficial to these plants. But I want to show one more. I saw that this morning when I was watering the plant. But I have this Dendrobium sanderi, variety Luzonicum, that really wasn't doing too well. And I noticed, look at all these green roots here now. There's green roots coming out. Can you see it? I think maybe that I can give credit to the RO water. Hopefully this plant will recover. Wasn't really doing too well. And there's one more that I wanted to show. When I saw this and it really surprised me. You know, I had these paths. I think they must be at least 15 years old. And never bloomed for me. But look, can't believe it. This is a path insignia. But it'll be good to see what the bloom's like after all these years. So, can we make any conclusions? I don't think so. It's too early to tell, but it looks like there's some hope. But you know, I do find that there's some plants that just didn't make it. Look at this. These poor things. All I've got is the stumps left. I thought Roy said that plants never die with RO water, but maybe I heard it wrong. Some will die. But it may not be because of RO water, but it's because of the culture or the area. Okay, so anyway, it looks like there's some hope. We'll see. I will have to end this video at this point. I've gone way over my allotted time of 10 minutes. If you have any questions, save them for the end of the meeting. I will be glad to answer any questions at that time. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the meeting. Over and out. Well, I hope you folks enjoyed the program. I hardly gave any secrets away. But, it'd be interesting to see about a year from now what, whether there's any effects on my plants by using the reverse osmosis water. You know, maybe for those that don't know it, the reverse osmosis unit removes the salt from the water. And the water in my area is about 160 parts per million of total dissolved solids, which gives some indication of the amount of salt in the water. And the RO unit will bring the total dissolved solids down from 160 to less than 10. So that's the difference. But we'll see. Anyway, if you folks have any questions, we'll do a question and answer session at the end of this meeting. If you have any questions, you can send it beforehand by chat if you like. I would now like to call on President Brad Lau to give his annual report. Brad?
Thank you, Mel, for agreeing to share your secrets with us. It was enjoyable to see the video. You know, I think one of the big secrets is that you have RO water to choose from. Right now, I'm just using collected rainwater, and I can tell you that with all that extra rain, I have been able to give a good amount of rainwater to my frags. So all those plants that we got from Kate Leonard and Ian Sanderson actually are doing quite well. I see that they're growing, new shoots are coming out, and I do have a few either in bud or in blossom. So I think there's quite a bit good to be said there. And so I think maybe you don't have to wait a whole year to be able to tell that it makes a difference. So for those of us who can collect rainwater, I would highly encourage us to go ahead and do so. And then I don't use the rainwater in all my plants. I save it for certain select ones that I want to be consistent with for watering, and hopefully my rainwater does not run out before I get to all of the plants over time, but we'll see. So thank you, Mel, for that.